Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me or spent your formative years hanging out or being dragged to the mall by your parents or your parental units, then you've come to the right place. Have you ever gone into your childhood, teenage, or current mall and wondered, wasn't there a store or restaurant there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and take a look at that mall's history of yesteryear. Be sure you stick around to the end of this video and see if you can take my mall survey. So leave a comment or a memory of this mall below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Before the actual Susquehanna Valley Mall opened, Boscov's opened their store in 1977 while the mall was being constructed to support it. The single-level, 400,000 square foot mall was built on 132 acres in an area outside of Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. The Susquehanna Valley Mall held its official grand opening on September 26, 1978, with the second anchor, the Bon-Ton, opening as the middle anchor. The mall opened that day with 39 stores. The third anchor, JCPenney, opened 10 months later in 1979. Boscov's originally had a restaurant, but that was removed and repurposed into the intimate apparel section. During the 1980s and 90s, the mall enjoyed success since it was one of the largest shopping centers in the area. In fact, the mall was the largest retail project in the Susquehanna Valley for 30 years until Priet opened the Monroe Marketplace in 2008. The mall would have its share of crimes. In May of 1989, Lori Ann Ocker, a 19-year-old pet shop worker, disappeared. After failing to show up for work, her car was found the next day in the parking lot of the Susquehanna Valley Mall where the pet place was located. Police had no clues as to what had happened to her when she arrived at the mall that morning. Her body was found 3 weeks later. Her husband would later be found guilty of her murder. Stores you may have remembered included Radio Shack, The Listening Booth, Walden Books, Stewart's, Great Expectations, Dipper Dan's, Orange Julius, Bellows Jewelry, K Jewelers, Pearl Vision Center, Buster Brown's, Amity House, Deb's Shop, Hallmark Cards, Liberty Travel, Hickory Farms, Rhea and Derek's, Spencer Gifts, KB Toys, The Camera Shop Incorporated, Chess King, Wilson Suede and Leather, Made Ingredient, Kinney Shoes, BMOS, Christopher and Banks, Tiffany's Bakery, Luca Pizza, Spaceport, and Bath and Body Works, to name a few. The mall underwent a massive renovation in 1998, nearly 20 years after the mall had opened. The 1998 expansion that saw the Boscov's expanded, the Bon-Ton expanded, and a new Sears anchor was added, and an entirely new corridor of stores leading to the Sears. In 2008, the mall received its first true competitor when the Monroe Marketplace opened less than 2 miles away. The shopping center was developed on former farmland and the site of a church camp, and it was considered fully completed by 2009. However, specific stores started to debut, and the $65 million strip mall held its grand opening in October of 2008. The competition would have a profound effect on the mall. The impact was almost immediate. The new shopping center would soon drive mall customers away from the mall, leading to businesses in the mall to close and others to move to the new shopping center. That same year, Hollister's joined the mall, with BMOS closing its mall location. In 2009, the mall added Golden Walk and Sprint, while KB Toys closed. In May of 2009, a woman was kidnapped and robbed at knife point outside the mall. By 2011, Books A Million replaced the Walden Books that had closed earlier. The Courtyard Theater opened in 2013 and presented live theater in the mall. In 2013, a newlywed couple met a man named Troy LaFerrera on Craigslist in the mall parking lot to lure him to his death. The couple was later convicted of murder and were sentenced to life in prison. Between 2015 to 2017, companies like The Gap, The Hallmark, Radio Shack, Deb Shops, Aeropostale, The Courtyard Theater, Sprint, Things Remembered, Justice, Crazy 8, Subway, TCBY, and Limitless Mobile closed. The only notable openings during that period was Cricket Wireless, All In Adventures, and Stadium Studio. Christopher & Banks closed and moved to the Monroe Marketplace. In April of 2015, JCPenney closed. In March of 2017, Boscov's Furniture Outlet opened, occupying the former Gap store. That same month, Sears closed. In April of 2018, the Bon-Ton closed, leaving Boscov's as the mall's only remaining anchor at the mall. The former JCPenney was repurposed into the Higher Hope Church. A family practice center took over the former Sears space and remodeled it into a clinic with a 50-year lease. The former Sears building was sold to DNC Realty, with the mall retaining ownership of the land underneath it for $1.5 million. Repurposing the former Sears to a family practice center took several years and began in 2018 with no planned exterior changes to the building. Susquehanna Valley Mall went to a sheriff's sale on August 9, 2019. Its owners, the Susquehanna Valley Mall Associates, owed $33.4 million to U.S. Bank National Association. The mall was purchased by the U.S. National Bank Association for $5.2 million. Parts of the Family Practice Center opened in February of 2020. Geisinger Health Systems leased the space from Family Practice Center for an urgent care clinic in May of that year. Geisinger's Convenient Care Plus clinic opened in March of 2021. Flea Flickers in 2023 leased the former Bon-Ton space for storage. The Evangelical Community Hospital opened its practice in August of 2023. In October of 2025, the Susquehanna Mall was sold for $9.1 million to Cohan Retail Investment Group. Today, the 744,000 single-level mall is anchored by Boscov's department store and has over 55 stores and services. Congratulations!
Still here? It's over.
Whoa. When I find you...
Pop quiz, hotshot.
This is only a test.
So if you've gotten this far into the video, thanks. So how many anchor stores closed or changed names at this mall? So if your answer was 3, give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Thanks for watching. So what are some of your memories of this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Recollection Mall. Add your name to the mall directory. Thanks.